Hello, my crafty friends. I am coming to you today to do a flip through of my day in a life from 2021. As you can see, my day in a life is, for 2021 at least, is living in my Project Life album. And at this point, my Project Life album was in a 6x8 album. I have since moved to a 6x12 album. And so for 2022, I don't know where my day in a life will end up, but we'll figure that out here in the next day or so. But yeah, so here is my day in a life of last year. Last year it was on March 9th, and like I said, I just made it stay right in here. This was my title page. I used one of the fabric circles along with some chipboard pieces. I believe so all of this, I do have process videos for I have two process videos for like one the first half of the day and then the second half of the day, so definitely go and take a look at those. I will link them down in the description and right up here in the little eye. And so pretty much I went on just times. This was my first day in a life. So I was pretty excited to do it. I was pretty happy that I got through it and that I took a lot of pictures. My second day in a life in like October or whenever we did it didn't go as well. I barely took any pictures. So it is what it is. I can't wait for this one. And then next year, hopefully I'll be on things and get them. But anyways, yeah, so I kept to a formula that really helped. It helped me get everything done and, you know, kind of go from there. I just printed the time out on the picture itself, and then I used the 4x6 cards for like around here and just kind of told a little bit about what we're doing. Let me think about what this was. Yeah, so my oldest had literally just went back to school since the pandemic. Like, I think he had went back to school. Actually, maybe, I don't even know. I had to figure that out. Anyways, but it does say that he's back in school at this point. So, but I believe it's just getting him back to school. Cannon had been back to school for a little bit, but my oldest was just getting back to school. So anyways, talking about that and my routine, I was super happy that I was able to get these pictures of myself because normally I don't. Then moving to getting my littlest guy up, just like our daily routine and the big things that pretty much happen all the time and the things that I don't document, like, is really my, really trying to do that, you know, in day in a life. So getting him up, and then, yeah, I just literally sent these through my printer, and I tried to keep it as simple as I possibly could. So, let's see. It's just some more chipboard pieces. I believe this is like from the process kit. I just had a bunch of stuff that I had ordered right then at that point, of chipboard and all that kind of stuff. Loved using all these quote bubbles that came in the kit. And yeah, a little bit about what I do once the kids go to bed or go to school. This is where I've been wondering where I use this one, but anyways, my coffee, which is going to be kind of funny because this has completely changed in a year. Like, I no longer like get all of the lattes and stuff, and so that it'll be pretty interesting to kind of see how things are changing. Anyways, yep, and then just what my order was. Let's see. The next thing I love to do every time we do this, or once a season, is take a picture of the outside of the house, because the outside of our house changes so much. So in Michigan, it goes from, you know, spring to summer to winter and all that kind of stuff. So I definitely love doing that, and just documenting that every year. Yep. So, okay. So, yep. So this was when he had just went back to school, because he was only on half days at this point. So this was the one day he went to school for a half day. And the other 4 days were oh, there we go. And then, yeah, the other 4 days or like couple days were virtual still for Jamin. So I'm writing about that and how he comes home throughout like half the day and what I'm still doing. And there we go. And then the rest of his day would have been online. So that's what I thought. I should have went this way instead of that way. Sorry if that makes you squirmish. I should probably take that out. I forgot that I was just giving blood that day. And then he goes back to school for basketball practice. He was in basketball at this time. So me just doing all the work, which will be hilarious because my hair was so long. Look at that. And it's going to be just so different. And it was a warm day this year. So, that was perfect. We all got out while he went to basketball practice. We all went for a little walk. And then this year he's going to be in high school. Last year he was in middle school. So that'll be another difference for this year. So that will be fun to document. And actually this year he will be, because everything was a little set off last year because of COVID. This year, instead of going to basketball practice, he will be trying out for baseball this time. So I love that. Yeah, so just using stamps to kind of, stamps here. I love how that turned out, all that kind of stuff. And literally just documenting times. I didn't do it per hour. Honestly, I literally just, whenever something was happening, I was snapping pictures. So, that's what I tried to do and wanted to do. So this day we had, so I think Jamin was going, so it was right from basketball to baseball. So we were eating in the car. I do keep my notes. I just fold them over, punch holes in it, and put it in here, just because I like to have my handwriting, and I don't think everything that I write on here goes in here. Oh, looks like I needed another picture still, so maybe I didn't finish this. Yep, okay, so this is the end. And then the end of the night, pretty much, where I didn't get anything to eat. I wonder what the picture was supposed to be of. Maybe I'll just slide a 3x4 card in here. Oh, I know what it was. It was my husband's. He got a new dinner, so I'll have to go back through my pictures and reprint that. Anyways, and that is pretty much it. So it did take up quite a bit of space in my project life. But honestly, I loved how it turned out. It really wasn't that hard. Once I got through all of the pictures and like printing them out and then putting each card through my printer and just doing all of the journaling, it really came together super quickly, and I loved it. So I honestly do believe I'm going to be doing something similar for a day in a life this year. I just think it's going to be in a 6x12. So I just got to kind of figure out how I want to do that. I'm not sure, since there'll be like another 4x6, or maybe I'll just do it this way again and put it just in my project life. I don't know. The other thing I was thinking about is I don't have a place for stories yet for 2022, and I might just put my stories in with Day in a Life. I'm not positive. My other issue is Week in a Life. I have an album for Week in a Life from last year. Pull this out, and it's a lot. Week in a Life took up a ton, but honestly, I think I could have put Day in a Life and Week in a Life in the same album. So I might get a whole other album and put Day in a Life, Week in a Life, and then the end Day in a Life in here. And I think it's gonna be tight though, honestly. I don't know. So that's what I got to figure out. I know a ton of people are doing like mini albums. I think that's amazing. But yeah, that is my walkthrough of that. I mainly used almost all just the kit, except for a card here and there. Oh, I did use one card. This card was an old Becky Higgins. But most of everything else was Elliott Works. So thank you guys so much for being here. Definitely let me know if you are doing Day in a Life on March 10th here coming up, because I would love to follow along with you. And yeah, I love this project. So talk to you guys soon.